not
So
only what is my single best event right within this conversation. We talking about worldview right now in this conversation. So we're talking about
mhm.
if we are talking about the goddamn our us as a individual group, then yeah, we should be voting a certain way because we have the same plight, right? And that's the important part of this whole conversation that you are missing.
Sharon, have you ever heard of
I
that?
didn't like that
Your voice
sentence.
matters. No, no, real quick. Have you ever heard your voice? Not our, not we voice, not us. Your voice, as in you as an individual person who is a part of the entire collective. Your voice matters. So if I get to speaking about my own personal experience, just because I'm one individual, that doesn't mean I'm separate from the collective. I'm just giving you my personal experience as one who is a part of a whole. Rock out, Sharon. Oh shit, he's stuck. Okay, now
It's just a scary thing, Josh.
I'm just blazing real quick. I ain't smoking on your camera.
It's just a scary thing, Josh. I don't know what that is, Josh. But
Yeah.
it's a scary thing, Josh, when we cannot just have a clear, coherent thought.
Man,
And once we could start moving in the direction of a clear, coherent thought, we'll be fine. Right. And this is why the whole delineation is important, right? We have to delineate because it is a group of people that are so-called Pookie Ray Ray, so-called educated lanes, so-called FBA, so-called immigrant, so-called tether. And it's not a collective anymore. We got to separate all those different things. And some people are FBATs, right? For bats. They are goddamn foundational Black American tethers. We starting to find that out now. Like it's a whole new group of them that they are literally here cosplaying as they care about Black folks, but they are looking to push the Black community in a downward spiral. They do not want to keep pushing us forward. They want us to stay in this downtrodden state because if we as a collective start moving the needle one problem at a time, maybe our next kids generation, they will have the fruits and apples and oranges of our labor.
and man, speaking of that, Sharon, this orange is for you. Like real shit though. Let's go ahead. I mean, shout out to the fruit salad. I'm dead ass. Shout out to the fruit salad of the nation. Yeah, let's go ahead and mix this up. Because you seem like somebody saying something.
What is your point that you're trying to? What is your point that you're trying to prove with?
You made my point. You refuse to see it.
You are waiting for the individual that you see fit. So what about your community? Your community is backing a certain person. Would you go ahead and jump in and back with them?
If I see I got the shout out. If I see all of my tribe running to the edge of the cliff to jump off, and if I look over the end of that and I'm like, why y'all doing that? I'm not going with you. It's called don't jump off the cliff with the rest of the herd. I don't give a damn what the rest of my people do.
But I'm not
doing some shit that's not beneficial.
But that's not what I'm talking about. So you're saying only your idea matter and your people don't matter. Is what I'm trying to get the understanding of.
Sharon. What I said is that listen, you keep trying to talk about it as if I am separate from my people. What I'm saying is that I'm sick of my people complaining election after election. So listen, even if I'm by myself on this, I'm making a stand. Right, I'm making a stand. Even if listen, the only thing I'm separate on is my stand. But my ideology and how I think and what I want for me and my people, us, you too, Sharon, every last person, even people shitting on me in the chat. What I want for you is better, and we're not getting better.
Yeah,
we keep electing people who don't do shit for us.
Okay, so now if I'm saying, hey, look, this is the plan that we need to be working on to better us as a people, and you don't understand the plan, you're gonna vote what?
Nothing.
Okay, so therefore you are not trying to betterment your people. You're only trying to
No. Watch this. Watch this. No,
why I'm
because
saying this is why I needed to understand your logic and your worldview. Your worldview is saying that you are for your people, but in reality, you are only for yourself. And that's the issue with a lot of people. They only care about themselves and not really actually look into what they people need. So if we to start looking at it as what our people need to move forward. What the fuck is going on? Why you doing that while I'm talking?
No, I'm just saying because everything you saying right now, bro, like you talking about, I'm for myself. I keep making it very clear that everything I'm thinking about is hopefully if enough of us like myself do actually stand up and actually go ahead and say, you know what, we're not gonna go for this no more. We're not gonna go for y'all just putting anybody in office who smile in our face and then stab us in the back and or don't come through on your word. My whole thing is these people not following through on a word throughout that whole campaigning. They'll say certain things. They'll promise us all of this shit. And then we don't see it. And we so blinded by just go vote. Just make sure it's not the person that you want to vote for. Just go against the opposite and everything will be okay. And it's not okay. It's not. That's what I'm saying to you.
Who can hold the person that's in office? Who can hold them accountable?
It's called a house. The president is nothing more than the mascot.
No, we the people can hold the person we voted in accountable.
Why haven't we done it yet? When's it gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Huh?
It happens all the time. Presidents have been held accountable plenty of times. We see presidents get impeached. We see presidents get out of office. That is a form of accountability. We see that Donald Trump did executive orders that got reversed. That is him being held accountable. We see it time and time again. The people that vote for you is the people that really can hold you accountable. The people that you took money from can hold you accountable. This idea that we cannot allow this idea that we, the people, especially us as Black people, have no power. No, we do not need to be convincing our Black people that they have no power. We have tremendous power and we can move forward as long as we can come up with a plan that we could get along with a majority of us can get along with. Once that happens, and then we can get things done one problem at a time. We cannot make the whole situation work at once. We got to have a foundation first. You cannot just put a house down, right? You got to build it from somewhere. You got to start somewhere. The problem is when we have these conversations, they want the whole house to be there on a Thanos snap instead of actually working towards holding these people accountable that we elect. If we, as a 40 million people, elect somebody, we as 40 million could tell them, hey, listen, if you're not moving in our direction, we'll vote your ass out as well. So that is us as a people of example how we could hold a politician accountable.
And so, Sharon, briefly, did I not say I was told that my vote has, hold on, let me hold this up while I say it. Let me throw this orange in there. Did I not say how much my vote is of a golden nugget? I called it a golden nugget, bro. We have power in our vote. And when you give the power to the wrong party or to the wrong person or the wrong intentions, it doesn't benefit us. So because I know my vote is so powerful, I refuse to give it to you if you don't give me somebody worthy.
Yeah, but
put somebody worthy in there, I give my vote.
But you're talking about a politician, correct?
That's what we've been talking about.
And and now we move the conversation to our people, who are what is going to benefit our people the most. And you still talking about a single person.
So because that single person running the nation is who's supposed to benefit the people.
Right. And so if us as a people get somebody in there, we also the people that can hold him or her accountable to get things done in the best of our benefit.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So therefore, we need to start moving and stop thinking of ourselves as individuals. And we need to start building our thought patterns so we can get things done. Instead of keep moving with this idea that we cannot do anything as a people and that voting doesn't matter. Voting doesn't count. You have no say so. We have to stop pushing that remedial rhetoric out there into the world. It's just not a good thing for us as a people.
So let me ask you this, real quick, Sharon. When did I, just like how you brought up the LGBT with Obama, and you admitted nobody brought it up. Whoever said voting don't matter?
You did.
No, I said I realize how important it is. And if you're not going to put somebody in office worthy of the position, I'm not giving you my golden nugget. I'm keeping it.
Right. And you literally saying
how much I know it's important.
Okay, so I don't understand. Hold on. Joshua, can you please make this, can you possibly make this make sense on how this man saying that voting doesn't matter, then now he's saying something different? I don't understand. All right, but Josh is shopping.
Okay, no, I'm back. I was shopping. So
make this make sense to me, please.
What I'm hearing him say, because I've been listening, is he's saying that because his vote matters, he's not going to vote until somebody reaches his criteria, which I don't agree with that, but I understand what he's trying to say. Correct. Like, your voice has power, but that power is useless if you don't actually use it.
Okay, so now that mean that he is with a group, or is he by himself?
I mean, he's having an individual vote, so
right. And when I asked him if the group said, hey, this is what we need to do to get this situation done, he said he's not voting. So therefore, that means that he's a part of a group, or he's an individual.
I mean, he's still an individual part of that group. So I believe you can be both at the same time. But he's moving as an individual, though it's going to affect the group. But hold on. So let me sidestep that real quick.
So, hold on.
It's important.
Hold on. I don't know why that's difficult for us to say and just be truthful. It's okay. Conversation with MJ with the $5. No vote is still a vote, whether you want to accept that or not. You're not participating, is allowing the other to gain numbers to push things through. Bar.
I agree. I actually agree.
Well, so Sharon, whenever they were doing the Harris, they were trying to decide between Maxine Waters and Kamala Harris. I fully would have supported Maxine Waters, 100%. I did not in any way, shape, or form support Kamala Harris, even though my people supported Kamala Harris. Mm-hmm. I did not care about Kamala Harris because she was a Black woman. I just like her because of everything she's ever done. But Maxine Waters, I may disagree with her policies, but as a whole, when she says something, she stands on it. So I would have supported her as president in a heartbeat.
Hey, shout out to that. Let me see. Make sure. Shout out to 2 Cents. Good day. How you doing? Hello, 2 Cents.
I'm doing good. I'm doing okay, man. Hey, I apologize. I can't get on the camera. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm doing good. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me mute this TV. But I can't get on. Yeah, I couldn't get on the camera, man. I'm fresh out of the hospital, bro. But I'm sitting here listening. I just want to interject while y'all talking about some of the talking points.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. One, I don't I don't agree with the whole premises of like your vote don't count type of deal. I know some people say that, like, why even vote? Yeah, we can't get that to be widespread, because if we do that, that's a big problem on what we got going on, because I believe in the process that you did actually vote. But at the end of the day, I know it's other people that's more powerful than us in positions that control who actually gets in. That's my only dilemma to it. And you really can't prove it. So it's kind of pointless to talk about it. You go, oh, okay, improve it. I know how it is. I can still remember being like a manager at the store. We got a giveaway. And guess what? Oh, heck no. I pull her name. She ain't winning because she ain't hardly pay her payments. I throw her number back. That type of deal. So you got to understand, if you ain't in power, you don't know.
Mm.
You don't understand how it can be orchestrated. You be like, oh dang, they did win. You can't count the votes individually, and nor would they ever show it to you. So it's a lewd point on something that you can't really prove because the United States is so big and so many people voting. They try to make it look good, but at the end of the day, if you don't vote, guess what's gonna happen? They'll do it legitly and say, hey, look, we did it legitly.
Mm.
And then you still gonna lose. But I don't really trust our voting system when it comes to what they're doing. I really don't trust it because at the end of the day, I know they couldn't prove it to me, and I'm a guy for receipts. But I ain't saying stop voting. I would never preach that. I ain't that crazy. But go ahead, Bo.
Okay.
Can I ask a question, Sharon, if it's okay?
Sure.
Which person on this platform at any point said voting is not important?
No. I was when I was listening to it. Yeah. I think he kind of addressed it to me. I didn't say none of y'all, but we got to understand as people chat and everything. I can still remember the whole thing about the Corey Holcomb and Anton thing. He said about the voting is that you heard what he said. So it's not like people don't do it. So when I say things, it's kind of generalized because it's just us. But if I say something, I'm not unless I say your name specifically, I say this. But understand, it's people that actually do think that way. I promise you. And I was just pointing out that Corey did say that. And I was like, nah, I don't subscribe to that type of deal, for everybody. What I do is what I do. And if I don't want to preach that message of, nah, don't vote at all. Yeah, nah, we're a big power base and we can sway states. But yeah, go ahead, bro.
Right, and I think that's
Thank you.
the important part that most people, when they have these conversations, they want to have a general conversation, but they bring it to themselves when it's convenient, and they not understand that we are talking to a general public. So when we're talking to the general public, and the census is that your vote doesn't matter. We got to pay attention to our words and what it can incite. Donald Trump, he didn't say go ahead and storm January 26th, but people understood his wording and said, okay, we are going to storm the Capitol, right? We understand that even with this Iran situation, he literally said, hey, y'all better stop shooting. What they did, they started shooting, right? So we understand that you could say certain things that is very layman's terms and very direct, and then also you could say things in an indirect way where people understands exactly what you're saying or misinterpret what you're saying. And we got to be careful not allowing our speech to be misinterpreted in any negative way, especially when it's to our people.
Sharon, that's literally what I've been saying this entire time. I don't necessarily.
I'm not.
Just say, there you go. I've been saying, like, Sharon is wild with it. Bruh, I said earlier, and you can replay the tape, just because I don't agree doesn't mean that what you're saying is wrong. It doesn't mean what I'm saying is wrong. Said it earlier. Rewind your own tape. It's on record. So anybody can say whatever and feel any kind of way, but I said it on record. Your show. We have two different views. And the thing that they know that holds us back as Black people the most is the fact that they know that we will be the most divisive towards one another. If I see something this way, you see something that way, it could be misconstrued as if we're at odds with each other. Where no, it's just part of the deliberation. We're just trying to deliberate on what is the best mode to go into. Sharon, I made it very clear. You didn't say anything wrong. I know for a fact I didn't say nothing wrong, because how can I say something wrong when I'm not speaking on something that's factual based? I'm speaking on something that is, what is your view? What is your opinion about this? So if I give you my opinion, how could my opinion be wrong? It's just an opinion, not a fact, not something that's towards a factual statement. I digress. My mic is muted.
No, your opinion can absolutely be wrong. A person's opinion can absolutely 100% be wrong.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, how about this? No argument. No argument.
This idea that opinions is just something blanket. No, it's not just a blanket thing. Opinions is what shape our world. Our opinions is how we vote people in. Our opinions is how we move throughout this whole entire nation.
That's a fact. Do you know how most?
If it wasn't for opinions, we would the people that is not black people, right?
Mhm.
Because for some reason, a lot of people that lean conservative as well, they tend to try to look at how black people are portrayed in a white man's lens. Like yesterday, for example, and I'll bring it to today for another example. Yesterday, the emperor, he came up on the panel and said, but when they see Anton and Corey argue, what are white people saying? And then the same thing with today, how you say people look at us and say we are the most divisive in this nation. And in reality, we are not the most divisive in this nation. We actually probably more together than anybody else in this nation, but the propaganda says otherwise. Because if you look how we vote in a majority sense. You look the way how our music is, we do it in a majority sense, the way how we dress. A lot of things we do is very close in proximity to each other. Majority of us move a certain way. The other group do not move in a certain way. That's why they had a civil war. This is why they have so many factions in themselves. They can't even agree on a goddamn religion. They got about like 30 dominations of one fucking religion. And it shows that they are always in arguments. They can't decide they Catholic, Christian, Orthodox. They can't even decide on that. So
you might be stretching.
We gotta stop. I know it seems like it's a stretch, but we gotta stop looking at ourselves through a conservative white man's eyes.
Didn't we start this whole conversation with saying what's the difference between the lame nerd and Pookie? Like those itself are extremely divisive terms. Like I grew up in books, but I'm a whole criminal, so where would I fall under? You see what I'm saying? Like there's gray area in everything. But the thing is, like you can meet a group of black people who are Pookies that won't fuck with you at all if you're a lame, at all. And in the same sense, you'll meet a bunch of conservative blacks, lames, who won't even associate with people who use the word nigga at all.
So again, who is really pushing this term educated lame and Pookie?
No.
Right, this is what I'm saying. Us as black folks,
black people pushing that.
Right, that's what. Okay, thank you. So that is black people pushing the white man's ideology, right? This is why the black conservative is so important today, right? It is a reason why certain black folks got pushed into the social media realm because they was willing to say negative things about black people. But in reality, majority of black people do not move and think like those people that is pushing this whole idea of an educated lame, pushing this idea of a Pookie and Ray Ray. Most majority of black people are not doing that. Majority of black women are not doing. But both of y'all, two of y'all, felons, and y'all both have women. So black women do not push our brothers and sisters to the side. Black people do not. We embrace our brothers and sisters, whether they have felonies, whether they went to school. What? We still rock with. Hold on, we still rock with our people no matter what.
I'm gonna call cap. I'm gonna call cap from this channel. From your channel.
Now hold on, Shadow, real quick. I don't have any felonies. I went to prison for 7 years. Because I know who you're referring to. Nah, I had
other people on the panel. Hold on, there's other people on the panel. You can't see them, but go ahead.
Oh, all right, bet. I'm about to say.
Regardless, it doesn't negate the fact that even if it's just you and
Sean,
him,
you can look at your chat and know that statement's not true.
Just understand the overarching point of what we're having a conversation about, though, right? Don't just try to focus on that one thing, right? The overarching point is that we still rock with our people, regardless of those things.
I think you're trying to paint it in a brush that doesn't fit. The paintbrush you're painting with doesn't fit the scenario, because I'm living from personal experience. As a black dude raised by white people, black people didn't accept me because I talked white. And then when I was a criminal, they didn't accept me because I was a criminal.
Like there's a list of and keep in mind, I always have those people that I do associate with and that I can relate to. Like you can talk about anything, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm not blind enough to say, oh yeah, well, all black people are gonna. No, bro, I can literally open up your chat right now and I can point out 7 people who are talking shit right now because I disagree with them. Like, let's be real. And that disagreement gets to a level of disrespect. And that's when we can't have a conversation anymore.
Ron, can I say something after that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. First of all, we know if you own the YouTube or panels, just say that. Just say if you own panels. Rule number 1, unless you're the host, stay the hell out the chat. I learned that a while ago. Yeah, stay out the chat because you got to understand some people, their goal and objective is just to troll. And yeah, it's just a troll, but it's what you want to exert your energy into. I'm like, why? See, when I saw the interview, I watched it live. I was just chilling and I put it on. I said, well, damn, why Anton on Corey's show? Because I know that's oil in water. Y'all been on for 3 hours. I don't want to dead the subject as much because I'm pretty sure y'all done talked about it a lot, but I just wanted to make this point about it. That's oil and water. For one, I know I stayed in Detroit for like 8 years, 9 years here and there. And so I got family up there and this, that, and other. I know Detroit, they don't mess with Chicago. For whatever reason, Chicago, Detroit, it's oil and water. It's some people's exception to the rule. It is what it is. Now you got to understand, I don't want to call the man out his name, Anton. He's a lame in my category. I don't care if we was in the 5th grade, 7th grade.